guys, what the heck is going on? My name is Alyssa and this is my YouTube channel where I post all media-based content. So a couple of you guys actually requested I would do something a little bit more personal. So I wanted to make a video today about 25 facts about myself, and I was thinking about it and it really just makes sense that I kind of show you guys who I really am, because you're getting these things like film-based content and stuff like that, but you're getting it from someone you don't know anything about really, other than how I got into film and did I put up a video about school? I think that's pretty much it, but you don't know me. So I thought this would be a fun one just to throw on here. You guys will know a little bit more about me. And yeah, I know my hair is different from the last videos. Again, I think every video I've posted, my hair has been different. It's either been long, short, or a different color. And I currently just dyed it. It looks black. It's not supposed to be black. It's gonna, I have to wash it a couple more times and then it's gonna be brown. But this is what we're working with today, and it's kind of crazy, and I will never know how to do my hair. It's just this, and we're gonna deal with it. I'm also still currently moving. I mentioned that in the past couple videos, so ignore this backdrop, and it's just legit a futon in an empty room, and it's just kind of silly, but we're gonna work with it. So yeah, if you like media-based content, if you want to get to know me a little bit more, you can go ahead and subscribe. I have my social links in the description. I have Instagram, I have a Twitter. I'm going to start posting a little bit more to that. I have Smule in there, and I'll also include my TikTok, because apparently now I'm on TikTok and it's fun to do during quarantine. So yeah, all right, let's go ahead and go through 25 facts about me. So I have my list and we're gonna go right on through. So fact one is I'm actually 26 years old. I'm about to be 27. A lot of people don't believe me. If I don't wear makeup, people think that I'm still in middle school sometimes, or they ask what high school I go to. Fact number two, I'm so into personality quizzes. So in college, they had us take the Myers-Briggs personality test, and I'm actually an INTJ. I would definitely identify as more introverted. And an INTJ is more analytical and just more, like you could say they're like a bookworm, a person who's into studying, things like that. And so if you want to know more about it, you can look up 16 personalities, look for the INTJ, and that's me. Going along the same lines as personality tests, I am an Enneagram type 1, who is actually the reformer. I think it's a pretty cool personality type to be, and I think it describes me pretty well. So I know that you can kind of like bounce off of 2 of them, and I think my other one was a 9, but I'm not positive, so let's just go with the 1 because I'm positive on the 1. Number 4, I'm actually married. I don't know if a lot of you guys realize that, but yeah, I'm married. I got married in 2018. My husband and I, we eloped up in Canada. I'm not Canadian. A lot of people have actually asked me that too. They've been asking if I'm from Toronto or if I'm Canadian, and I'm just like, that's really cool that you're kind of like roping me in that group of cool filmmakers from Toronto and stuff, but no, I'm actually American. And yeah, but there's a lot of cool people from Canada, and Canadians are really nice. Number 5, so I mentioned that I have my bachelor's degree, but I also almost finished my master's. I'm a few classes away from it, but I decided to not finish my master's, which was in film and television, because I already started a business. I'm already doing that. I don't need another degree in it. I was really only doing it so that I could teach at universities, because you need a master's in order to teach. But I'm actually going to switch to a Juris Doctorate in law, which is crazy because completely different from film and all that. But this is the route that I would like to go. Number 6, my bachelor's is actually in animation. I mentioned that in a couple videos, but if you're new here, now you know. My degree is in animation. I used to work in animation, but I don't anymore. Which leads me into number 7. I actually worked in an animation studio, and I was there for a few years, and now I'm not doing it anymore. I decided that animation was just not the route that I really wanted to go, and I really enjoy videography way more than I do animation, but it was a great time to learn and see what it was like working in the industry, and yeah, it was just time to move on. I wrote down a note for number 8, and I'm so confused at what it is because it says first joke was at Cupcake for a week. Oh, first job! That's what I was trying to say. Number 8, my first job was actually at a cupcakery, and I only worked there for a week because it was horrible. I got the job there, and then they decided they wanted me to be like the wedding planner and dropping off their cakes and cupcakes and whatnot at weddings. But they didn't pay you for the travel time, plus they didn't pay you for the time that you were actually at the event, which was basically the whole time you were working. So you would legit like work a full day and only get paid like an hour for being in there picking up the cake, which made no sense to me, and I quit, and which worked out for me because right after that I got a job at a local studio, which eventually led me to go to the animation studio that I worked at. So it worked out anyway. Number 9, I already kind of touched on it. I eloped when I got married. I said it was in Canada, but we was actually in Quebec, Canada, and it was awesome. Number 10, though I'm into film and stuff like that, I love reading, and I think it's just like a super awesome hobby, and it teaches you stuff and you learn, and it just is really relaxing. So I love to just get my tea, turn on my string lights, sit around at night and read a couple books. Number 11, it's actually a very personal one, and it just describes the foundation of my beliefs and who I am. So I'm actually a Christian, and I believe that Christ died and rose again. He is my Lord and Savior. And yeah, so that's something that I never really mentioned much on here, and you might have picked up on it on Instagram, especially recently because I put a verse up there, but I don't like blast it all over the place, but I still want people to know what I believe. Number 12. So this is kind of going off of the whole Christian thing. If I were to select a denomination, I don't think denominations are really important. I think that the basis is that you love Christ and you follow his commandments and, you know, believe in him, so accept him as your savior. But I think I align mostly with Presbyterian if I had to choose a denomination, but really it doesn't matter. I go to a non-denominational church, so whatever. Number 13, my favorite seasons are fall and winter, just because I feel like, well, of course the weather is amazing and you can just tell so many stories. I love when it starts to get kind of like spooky and dark and just like the fall colors and stuff. It just looks so beautiful on film, and I just feel like you're living in some kind of a story. And it also means that it's leading up to holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, which I love Christmas. I think that's actually one of my things I was going to mention on here, that I'm freaking obsessed with Christmas, which is crazy. But yeah, I love fall and winter. And winter when it snows, I love it, because then you can have your tea and you can read your books and you can sit by the window, watch the snow, go out in the snow, film it, and it looks beautiful. So many things that I love about it. And I hate summer. Like, I hate summer right now. It's like 100 degrees outside and I'm not about it. I'm just gonna be in here in my air conditioning. So yeah. So my husband actually came home in mid-filming, so I'm jumping back in this after just talking to him for a little bit. But we're going on to number 14, which is my favorite bands. So it's only a couple of them. There's definitely a few more that I really like, and I'm just gonna name a couple, like Coldplay, Bad Sons, The Midnight. There's definitely more, but you know, these are just a few that I think you guys should check out. Number 15, I love to go on adventures. So I love traveling, and I think it's awesome because you can go out and film when you go to different places, get some cool drone shots and stuff. So although I do love being home all the time and being able to have my tea and read and chill out and be an introvert, I am an introvert that loves to explore and find adventure in everything. So yeah. Number 16, I'm kind of a workaholic, which is definitely a problem for me because I get really bad burnout. I'll go and go and go and push myself to the limit, to the point where usually I get sick or something, and that's kind of when I realize, oh man, I have bad burnout and I need to stop. But yeah, I'm working through that. That's something during quarantine that I've learned to get better about, and just to take a break and focus more on fun activities rather than making work fun all the time, because if I'm not working, I feel like I'm wasting my time, and that's just not good and it's not healthy. Number 17, I actually have 8 piercings. I have my nose, my tragus, 3 piercings along my ear, and then 3 over here. And I plan to get more. I plan to get my belly button done, a couple cartilage piercings done, and another tragus piercing. So yeah, I really like piercings. I don't know, I just think it's really fun, and it's kind of like a mini thrill. If I can't go out on an adventure or do something like that, getting a piercing or something is just like my little way of doing that. And I also plan to get a tattoo. I want to get some mountains on my arm on my left one, and then maybe a desert on the right one, some stars. Yeah. Number 18, if I had to choose between a city or like country, I'd probably choose a city. I like being able to have access to everything, and there's just always stuff going on. But I say that, but I also would choose country too, depending on, you know, the environment. I would love to live in a place with mountains. If it's secluded, that's totally fine, but I can't do flat land country, nothing around. That's just, it's boring to me. I would rather be in a place where it has mountains so you can go hiking and do nature activities. Number 19, I really like more intimate conversations with people, things that have meaning and depth rather than ever like partying or going to a social event with a lot of people. I'd rather just have that one-on-one conversation with somebody, because it sounds bad, but if I go to a party or something, I feel like I wasted my time. I don't like to get to know a bunch of people all at once or have like small talk. It has to be intimate and it has to be deep, or else I'm just not into it. Number 20, my nationalities. So I am an American, we'll get that straight. I'm born in America, but if you were to go through my nationalities, I'm a mix of a few different things. The majority of what I am is Middle Eastern and white. So yeah, that's like the main part, but there's definitely little bits in there too that if I broke it down, it would be too much. But yeah, Middle Eastern white. People don't usually get it because I do have very white skin. I have light eyes, and it's confusing to some people. 21, I kind of already touched on this, that my favorite holiday ever is Christmas. I just love it because families are getting together, it's cold weather, and there's just so many things to do, and the lights are beautiful, and I don't know, there's just no holiday that beats it, and I love it because also it's, a celebration of the birth of Christ. Number 22, if I didn't get a degree in animation, I think I would have studied law or science. I think if I was 18 again, I would definitely go for something like nuclear engineering. But yeah, I can't go back, and I think now is a good time that I could start law. But yeah, definitely wouldn't have done animation. I think it was fun and all, but it just doesn't match my personality and who I am today. Number 23, I actually wanted to go into the Air Force when I was younger. I didn't go that route, obviously. Somehow I got into animation, like I said, but I wish that I would have gone for another degree and became an officer in the Air Force. I really want to do some aerial photography, and yeah, but I'm glad I didn't go that route actually, and I think I prefer animation over I do Air Force, but I still wish I went into science, but oh well. Number 24, I actually can drive a motorcycle. I used to ride motorcycles all the time. I grew up on them. I do want to buy a motorcycle sometime soon because I think that would just be kind of awesome. I want to look like the yellow Power Ranger, wear my awesome cool outfit and like drive my motorcycle everywhere or ride my motorcycle everywhere. And I think it would be fun. Also, fun fact, I actually raced a B-17 bomber on the back of a motorcycle while filming before. We were going over 100 miles an hour on the bomber was on the runway, we were on the taxiway paralleling it, and it was a lot of fun. I was only 15 at the time. I had a really terrible camera. I think it was a Nikon D5000 without a stabilizer, so the footage looked horrible, but it was a cool experience because who gets to say that they chased or raced a B-17 bomber down a taxiway and runway at an airport. And the B-17 bomber, if you don't know what that is, it was the biggest airplane in World War II that would drop the bombs in different places. So 25, I really hope that I can be successful with YouTube one day. I really should be putting a lot more into it than I do now, but it's so time consuming, and I do work full-time along with having my business and now trying to involve YouTube in that. But I think that would just be a really fun goal, and being able to help you guys and get to talk about film. So that is a goal maybe in 5 years from now. Hopefully I can be doing that full-time and, well, with my business on the side too. So yeah, those are 25 facts about me. I hope that you guys get to know me a little bit more. If there's anything you guys want to know, go ahead and comment and ask me. You can even write to me on Instagram and stuff, and again, my social links are in the description. If you go ahead and subscribe, you'll learn a lot more about me, obviously, because I'll be posting more content for you guys, and you'll get to learn more about film. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully the next time I see you guys, I'll be in a different place. So I'll be officially moved soon, and then I'll set up a studio where I can do some like nice quality content with better lighting, and yeah, it should be good. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!